What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. It's your boy Terabyt Reacts in the house. We're here once again with another episode of The Sopranos. Season 4 episode 11 is here today. Now, as we always say here, gratitude is never enough. I want to take some time out to thank you guys, because I know that you guys are gonna kill it. You're gonna watch it. You're gonna make comments. You're gonna like all of these things. I do want to extend my extreme thanks to you guys for keeping it up. And tell your friends that Terabyt Reacts is one of the best reactors out here, giving you perspective, giving you his perspective. Yes sir, that's what we do around here. We dissect, we look at things from different angles, we draw parallels from shows that we watch, and we compare it to real life. It's what we do around here. So thank you guys so much for sticking around. I appreciate y'all. If you want to support the channel, there's always the membership that is available on the original channel, Terabyt Reacts. The link is down in the description. You just click on that link that talks about joining the membership, and you can go over there and you can join whatever tier you want to join. Understand, if you want to support, it can be only $1 per month. You can do $2 a month. You get early access to pretty much everything that I put out on the channel. And also at the $5 tier, you can go to the superstar tier, and that will be $5 a month, and you can basically suggest to me anything that is suggested at the superstar level goes to the top of the list of what I'm going to do, or it could be something, a video you want me to watch or something like that, if it's reaction worthy. So like movies and all that stuff, you guys can go over there and suggest that stuff, and I will make sure it gets out to the channel as soon as possible. That's what's available at the superstar level. Now let's jump into the episode, and I will see you guys for the review. Ew. It's a caterpillar on your head. You don't feel that? That's a dream. And why is Carmela driving the car with...
You want to take it for a test drive?
I'm guessing that's Ralphie? Whoa. Why is Carmela driving this car? It's a weird-ass dream. This man has some of the weirdest dreams ever, bro. He does.
Last week we talked about you feeling like the sad clown. What's going on now?
Well, I had a dream the other night. I was riding in a Cadillac like my father used to have. Carmela was driving. I was in the back passenger seat. Sitting next to me was Gloria. In front of me, sitting next to Carmela, was a business associate of mine. He's the one whose son had the accident. I don't know where we were going. No place. We never seemed to get anywhere. Kind of like this therapy. And it was hot in the car. It was stuffy. There's no air conditioning. That's all of it. Oh, and my friend had a caterpillar on his head. It turned into a butterfly.
Has your friend recently changed?
Not friend. associate. And no.
What do you think the dream means?
Can't you just tell me what the fucking thing means? And you obviously know. Why do we have to go through this exercise every time?
I don't obviously know. I didn't have the dream. The meaning is elicited through verbalization.
And the Gehoxagogan is framed up by the Ramestan.
Like that look she gave him just now.
Okay. Your wife, your mistress, a business associate, you, all in the same car? Your father's car.
With my wife driving, which if my father were alive, he wouldn't have stood for 2 fucking seconds.
I hear anger.
No, I'm just saying. The old guys were different. Men in the front, wives in the back.
You like that arrangement?
Actually, I think the wife should ride in a little cart, behind the car, like in the cartoons. Like behind Noah's Ark, there's a little boat with the skunks.
So wives are skunks.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. It's a fucking joke. Does it have to be like a cancer hospital in here?
But Carmela is in control in the dream.
Why, because she's driving?
Whatever's gone on with the other two, you want to square it with Carmela.
Why?
Well, that's what we need to find out. Freud says dreams are wishes.
Dreams are wishes. I thought you said that dreams, represent repressed urges and...
It depends.
You know, I ought to quit this fucking therapy. Maybe it's this, maybe it's that, maybe it's a fungal. What about impulse control? I've been sitting in this chair for 4 fucking years and still nothing's been done about that. And it leads me to make mistakes at my work. What good did you do me with that?
Let's get back to the dream.
Oh, fuck the dream. It's just a dream. Jesus Christ, the money I've been dropping in here, I could have bought a fucking Ferrari. At least I would have got a blowjob out of that.
What do you mean?
Please, huh? Don't get me started.
I think you're glossing over the significant accomplishments we've made in here.
Oh, my mother would come when she looked at a pot roast. Oh, you're second in the birthing order. Oh, Carmela's driving the car. How fucking interesting.
When you first came here, you were clinically depressed. You suffered from panic attacks that put your life in danger. There's been significant relief in both those areas.
Yeah, but... I mean,
Can't solve all your problems,
I've been
Tony.
coming here 4 years now. I've been a good sport.
Therapy's not supposed to cure you. It's supposed to help you go through. You know what?
Position in your HUD business.
Well, because I've
Talk
been
about a waste of money.
to reach into my pocket on this. That was a gesture of goodwill.
Tony, we've been down this road before. We share Zellman. Therefore, any of the fruits of Zellman, we're entitled to.
This was not a Zellman
Fucking
idea,
Ralph.
though.
Where's your point man on this thing? He missed his drops this week.
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me.
About what we expected.
You know what, man? I understand that grieving is a process, but sometimes people be
Well,
dragging that shit out.
Let's not let this thing get out of hand.
Let's
We've been
just
doing
be
good business
honest.
for a while.
Armand agrees. I agree.
Well, 40%'s not gonna happen, and we all know it. I'm willing to go 5.5. Hello?
Not acceptable.
This guy who does the housing appraisals for Tony.
Vic the appraiser, they call him.
Joey. I want you to pay a visit to this Pollock Tony Soprano's got doing phony house appraisals.
Vic the appraiser.
Make this guy understand that he's gonna be working for us on these shithole houses we bought in Jersey.
You got it.
He's pretty hot. Bet you didn't counter off.
God forbid, if this gets really bad, there could be a change.
Tony?
Suffice to say, no matter what happens now or in the future, Carmine won't forget you. And as far as us talking like this,
It's just because we're all friends. And I know I can blow off a little steam with you.
cheaper than a bartender.
I'm only trying to bring good relations between the families. As I always do and always will. No matter what happens or who's in charge. If it's me, God forbid, or whoever.
Vic. Yo, Vic. You don't return Johnny's phone calls.
What did you say?
I'm only the appraiser.
This is so unnecessary.
Well, let me appraise you this. Be at the Red Chimney on Route 3. 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, ready to go to work for Johnny and Carmine.
Victor's scared now. Nobody knows where he is.
Look, it's a bluff. They don't really want to start a separate operation. You know the costs that are involved in our kind of a HUD scam? You got the appraiser, the poverty pimp. They want in on a going thing.
You want me to pay a visit to Johnny Sack's guys? Just say the word.
Now, you know what? I'm not gonna go fucking ballistic.
All due respect, T. Throwing your appraiser a beating was a provocation to you directly.
Here he is.
You tell him to stop beeping that fucking horn, I'm gonna shove it up his fucking ass!
T, so?
All right, so.
Enjoy the game.
I'll see you, Tom.
All right, Pete. You ever talk to a Beansy down there in Florida?
Now and then.
Does he ever run into Carmine's son down there in Miami?
I'll be on my cell, you need me.
Beans tells me, he sees little Carmine all the time.
Oh, maybe Beans can feel him out. See if he's receptive to a meet with me. Maybe we can work this shit out. He talks to his old man. Beansy's gotta happen to run into him. Not like we're asking.
Tony, it's Svetlana.
Oh, hey.
I've just receiving the brooch. I want to thank you. I don't know why I deserve it, but...
No, I don't want to hear that. I want you to keep it.
Huh. I'm gonna keep it, don't worry. Diamonds like this,
Oh,
it's a very nice gift. Very sweet. And what's happened between us, it was nice too.
okay, well, that's it then?
These things happen and then life goes on.
Are you sure? Because if you ever want to talk or if you ever need anything...
No, it's all right. Thank you for the brush.
Tony has a fixation on women that I can't explain. I can't explain it.
Broke a woman's heart. Told her I couldn't see her no more. Sad, but there's no getting around it.
Who is she?
Takes care of my uncle. Runs an elder care agency. She took care of my mother, too.
Your former girlfriend's
Cousin.
That one, yeah.
Is she your current Gumar?
No, it was a brief fling kind of thing. No, but after a while, I felt like I had to cut off the leg. Not leg, affair. Did I say leg?
Why did you cut it off?
Jesus, I am married.
What happened?
I bought her this diamond pin that I send to every woman when I'm easing out the door. I'm such a fucking prick.
Well, I'm glad you acknowledge that.
You know what? This is all bullshit. It was she who gave me my walking papers. You believe that?
What I meant was
You know
that...
why she didn't want to see me anymore? She said that I was high maintenance. And this is after all the time, and all the money, and all the fucking Prozac, and all the fucking cocksucking motherfucking dream interpretations. And she said she didn't want to prop me up. And it's from a broad that walks around on crutches half the time. Nice, huh?
Do you agree with her characterization of you?
I'm a miserable prick. I've said it since day one.
And you're no longer interested in changing, in finding a way out?
No, I guess not. I said this last time. You just didn't want to hear it.
You pay me for my honest opinion. You should be in therapy.
All this fucking self-knowledge. What the fuck has it gotten me? Okay, maybe it got me some shit in the beginning, some leadership strategies. All we do now is we sit around half the time shooting the breeze about philosophy, the Italians, my Uncle Eckley.
I try to keep the focus on the work.
So when it goes off, it's my fault. Okay, fine, I accept that. You know what she says? This broad. She's from Russia. Dirt poor. She had some kind of osokama disease in her leg when she was 9. She says that nowhere else in the world do people expect to be happy, except for here in this country. And still we're not. And we got everything. And when we're not, what do? We go to shrinks. For what, $6, $7 a minute?
There's some truth to what she says. But should that be a source of shame? That when the desperate struggle for food and shelter is finally behind us, we can turn our attention to other sources of pain and truth?
Pain and truth. Come on. I'm a fat fucking crook from New Jersey.
Anthony, now that the panic attacks and the baseline depression have been dealt with, the real work can begin.
See, I knew you'd say something like that.
Because it's true. When we're not constantly having to put out fires, we can really delve into who you are and what you're really after in your very brief time on this earth.
I'm sorry. I don't want to do this anymore. And you can say that I'm running away, but I've been here longer than I ever thought I'd stay. Longer than anybody ever thought I'd stay. And you know what? I get no appreciation for it.
You've shown a lot of courage. I commend you on that.
Well, thank you for the commendation, and...
Adios.
Adios.
Oh, my God.
Look, no fault, no foul. I appreciate everything you've done for me.
Come to your next appointment. One more time.
I'll cover my $300 a week in no time with some other mortadella. All right, I shouldn't have said that. Look, you saved my life in the beginning. For all the times I came on like an asshole, I'm very sorry.
You've got my number if you change your mind. And if you begin to feel any of the old feelings, you need to call me.
So what's customary? I mean, shake hands. How about a diamond pin?
That's not funny. But it is.
Okay, well,
Goodbye.
look, Carmine. You basically know what's going on with your dad and Johnny and us over in Jersey.
First, let me say, I understand. And I appreciate the respect you've shown me by coming down here and reaching out to me at this time.
Always.
And I will also go on record as saying, I know my old man could be a tough nut to crack.
I don't want to crack nuts, but I will.
I feel the anger.
When I try, for the second time, on a separate issue entirely, to reach an accommodation, and he don't even make a counteroffer, where's his respect?
I have no way of knowing what kind of advice he's getting from Johnny.
Johnny's usually a voice of moderation. Me and him, we get along good. So with due respect, let's not jump in and blame Johnny.
True, John's a pragmatist, but he's also a greedy motherfucker.
Lives above his head a little.
I am reminded of Louis the whatever's finance minister. Does something. He built a chateau. Nicole and I saw it when we went to Paris. It even outshone Versailles, where the king lived. In the end, Louis clapped him in irons. Look, Tony, all I can promise you is I will look into it.
I understand you gotta try to feel out your old man so he don't give you a mat, for sticking your nose in.
Tony, I haven't been afraid of my father for quite some time.
Fair enough. But Carmine, bear in mind, he came onto my turf. He tried to recruit Maimu and Jan.
And worse, he roughed up my appraiser. If the proper response is not forthcoming in a business-like time frame, my next move will not be further conversation.
I get it.
Also, you should know that my next call will be to Johnny Sack to let him know that we talked. He shouldn't feel blindsided.
All right, what an episode. So Tony has basically quit therapy. He thinks it's not helping him anymore. Didn't think that day would come, but as I've stated, therapy is something that, you know, we all kind of need in one way or the other. It doesn't have to be, you know, professional like going to an office, but we all need therapy because we all got things that you may not want to talk about with somebody familiar, but more of a stranger that will sit down and listen to you. So we all kind of need therapy, and therapy is something that it's continuous. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people look at therapy and they think it's a cure. Therapy is not a cure unless it's physical therapy. Physical therapy, and even physical therapy is not really leading to a cure in any ways. It's just that you got to do physical therapy so that you can do that get your motor functions back to whatever it may be, you know, from an accident or whatever the situation is. So it's therapy is something that throughout your life you're going to get therapy, whether it's professional or not. It is something we seek help from others, we seek advice from others. It's a lifelong thing. Therapy is on a professional level. You might not see that you need help on a professional level. I mean, $300 a week. Is it 300? Yeah, it's like he said, $300 a week, right? $300 a week is not petty cash. Okay, that's not petty cash. $300 a week is a lot of money, regardless of how you think of it. So, I mean, of course, we know Tony can afford it. So, but him quitting therapy is something, to say the least. These weird dreams that he's having as well, is very unique. It's very unique. I think he feels slighted by Svetlana a lot. Like, he feels slighted by her because it's probably like the first girl that really like told him, it's like, yeah, I'm not looking for nothing with you. This is a one-time bang, you know what I'm saying? This is a one-time bang. I think this is the first time he's probably in that position where he slept with a girl and the girl didn't want seconds. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, you know, it is what it is. We smashed one time and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So in turn, he's being treated like the whore in some way. Like, he's being treated like he wants more. And I think that's one of the things too when it comes on to people who have the type of personality that Tony has. Like, he always gotta feel like he's in charge or he's in control. Else he'll be questioning himself. You get what I'm saying? It's like, did I do something wrong? Was it not good enough? Was it, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm asking. It's like, was the sex wasn't good enough? Like, what happened? You know what I'm saying? It's like having mojo and then losing that mojo. You're gonna question things like, am I getting old? What's going on here? So that was very well done. But also we have on the other side of things, it seems like there's a war brewing between the Sopranos and the Carmine family. So we don't know how that's going to go. You get what I'm saying? We don't know how that's going to turn out. As one family, you know, Johnny is kind of behind it. And if this war actually happens, it's gonna be over something so dumb, bro. So dumb. Because at the end of the day, as I was stating during the episode, it's like they can't come up with any ideas for themselves. So they're just sitting down, you know, like, oh, they come up with the ideas, you use our guys, we got to get a piece of that. It's crazy. Come up with your own ideas. and use Zeller. Like, come up with your own ideas, dude. Like, every time I come up with an idea, you want a piece? No. You know what I'm saying? I think that is very unreasonable of Carmine to just sit down on his ass just collecting money. They came down into their territory and trying to get a piece of everything. It's just so undermining and crazy. Because they're New York, they're not New Jersey. And Tony, when Tony talked to Johnny, they said they weren't gonna stick their nose into anything. You know what I mean? And they just so happen to come together and make this hotel business happen. So every time now that they use Zeller, they gotta get a piece. That's bullshit, dude. That's bullshit. We're the ones that's bringing the ideas to Zeller and making things go, and we making money. You guys don't want to use Zeller? That's all on you. You come up with your own ideas. So of course they're kind of like purposely leaving Paulie out of things because they don't trust Paulie. They suspect that he's the one that's been feeding New York information, which is very true. He's the one that's been talking to Johnny. So also Johnny was talking about, like, if things don't work out, there might be a change or whatever. Like, they're kind of preparing for war just in case things don't work out. So Tony took some extra steps to go talk to Carmine's son. Carmine said he will look into it. So we'll see how that turns out. Still not a fan of Carmela's hair. I'm still not a fan. I don't know. It's just not doing it for me anymore. She shouldn't have cut her hair. I don't know if that was just a wardrobe change that had to happen, but it's not working for me anymore. I don't know what is it about short hair with women. Like, you have to have a certain type of face for short hair to work for you, or to even work for me. You know what I'm saying? For it to be like, I'm just not. I'm just not attracted to it. I'm just not attracted to it at all. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. I think that was it. And the whole situation with Bobby and Janice. I don't even know why Janice is trying to get with Bobby. Like, I don't understand the motive behind that. That kind of came out of nowhere as in a storyline at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, why at a time like this? Why at a time when he's going through a loss? No, don't get me wrong. Bobby can take all the time he needs to get over this loss. He can. But I still need him to, get back up. You know what I mean? I still need him to get back up on the horse. I mean, he's always been a crybaby anyways. So it's kind of like he's such a softie. I don't even know why he's associated with these people. How did he get in? You know what I mean? For a guy that, I mean, he cries literally. If he's any kind of problem that he has in his life, you'll find him crying. He was crying before his father died. He was crying, saying that he was, he shouldn't have to go kill nobody, blah, blah, blah. Why do they gotta use him? He was crying about that, and then his father died. He cried, and then he lost Karen. So it's like, he's always been a really soft guy since he's been introduced into the show. So it's just one of those things with Bobby. He's just one of those characters. I really like his character, but at the same time, it's like, dude, like, you're going through a lot, and I really do get it, man. But it's so tough to root for people who are like that, because it's like, man, can you just move on already? And it's true. That's why when people are going through stuff and when people is grieving, I tend not to say anything. And people kind of misconstrue that as you not caring, but I really care, because really and truly, what can you say that nobody hasn't said? You get what I'm saying? And it's more of like, I think when you go to people and tell them, I'm sorry for your loss, is, just reminding them that they've lost somebody. So I just don't say anything. I just let my presence be known. So, hey, if you need an extra shoulder to cry on, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be there, but you're not gonna really hear me say anything. Like, I'm not. That's just me and how I deal with a situation like that. Like, if somebody loses someone close to them, and I just let my presence be known, so you know that I'm there for you if you need me. You know what I mean? So people deal with grief in different ways. You know, I think sometimes people drag it out a little bit too much. I mean, as I said, life goes on, and sometimes that's the harsh truth, but it is the truth. You know, life goes on. I'm not telling you to get over the person in a week, a month, or whatever, but if a year later you're still curled up in bed, like, you want me to say this is cool as well? It's the same thing. People dealing with loss this season. Meadow still dealing with Jackie Jr.'s death, and now we got, you know, that's one of the themes of this season as well. You know, people dealing with loss and how they deal with loss, who they have remorse over versus who they don't. So it's a lot of people losing, you know, losing people. I think that's one of the main themes of this season, what the writers were trying to do, is showing how these people deal with loss. You know, how these different characters, how they deal with loss, you know, when you actually take a look at it. So that's in my opinion, that's one of the themes of this season, of course, here in the 11th episode. So yeah, it's pretty much all I have to say. Would love to see some more Svetlana. I don't know, maybe she's become my new fetish. I don't know, but in any case, guys, I'll see you guys for the next one. Don't forget to like the video, don't forget to comment. I will catch you guys later, man. Peace.